Boys and girls, cats and squirrels, I want to talk about how I know about Black Ops 6 and how it's going to succeed. Because with all the hype around it, there's almost even more negativity. And that negativity is what's going to make this game so good. But if you enjoy, you should leave a like, sub, and comment down below. I'm here for all of Black Ops 6 because I believe this game is going to be the greatest COD game of all time. Not actually, but thanks for watching. Let's get into it. I do believe that Black Ops 6 is going to... I think the expectations are either really too high or really too low. There are some people that believe that Black Ops 6 is just going to be terrible just because like all they've seen is negativity from the people that have played it already. But it does seem like the casuals are enjoying it more than ever, which is great. Except like multiplayer is still a little chalked in terms of skill-based matchmaking, but like generally speaking, most people are enjoying COD, and specifically COD Zombies, more than ever before, which I think is great. I think it's, you know, exactly what we need for the community. But at the same time, the issue is the COD Zombies community is a freaking nightmare. And by that I mean trying to get into the COD Zombies community, like it almost feels like there's a requirement of having like X amount of hours in order to actually be in the community. Like that's what the COD Zombies community wants from you. But like also not just that, but the fact that you gotta have specific certain views on certain maps and stuff, and like, you know, the COD Zombies community is very just intimidating in general because of how secretive it's been for so long. Like it's been, oh, I'm dead here, never mind. But it's been like, you know, the golden child of COD players. Like it's what every COD player loves, just going and mystery hunting essentially. Like it's just COD Zombies, the golden boy of COD, which is great and all, but what that does is it does push away the new people. And so, you know, recently the devs have been really working overtime to try and get these new people into the game, but that makes the old people feel like the game isn't good. But I think the numbers are gonna say that this is the best COD game of all time. Like genuinely, Cold War's like Cold War and Cold War Zombies, just generally speaking, I believe it sold the most copies of any video game ever. Not actually any COD game, sorry, mind you. Which is obscene because that game is universally just mid to a lot of people. And I mean, I would agree. I don't think it's the greatest COD game ever, but it's my favorite, seeing as that's, you know, when I've got into it, it's the game I've enjoyed the most over time. But it doesn't have a ton of like repetitive, or yeah, like it doesn't have a lot of content to go back to essentially. Whereas like, you know, older COD games that have mod tools and whatnot, that alone makes the replayability just 10 times better. If COD Cold War had mod tools, that game would just be through the roof. It would be Black Ops 2 2.0 in my opinion, but it doesn't. And that's where we're at, which is okay because not every game has to be Black Ops 2. Everyone seems to be expecting that BO6 has to either be BO2 Again, or it has to be, you know, just a disappointment. I think that's unfair to the devs, seeing as they've put so much time into this game, and maybe it's, you know, not up to the standard of the past, but these aren't the same people that made those past games. Like, their motivations are not the same. They don't interact with the community the same. It's just not the same as it was. But that doesn't mean that like good features need to be taken away per se. That just means that like we have to be able to acknowledge that in order to move forward actually. Which, you know, it goes for multiplayer as well. Like multiplayer has to have an actual like multiplayer has to have like good content, has to have this new formula where you're getting season content every year, or sorry, every month or two, or you know whatnot. But it also has to have, you know, personality and like good maps, and like the design of it actually has to be good. Because if the design of the maps and everything isn't good, what's the point of playing it? But from everything I've played of Black Ops 6 so far, you know, it's just been phenomenal. And I just have faith that it's going to be really good. But that doesn't mean it's going to be really good right away. I just have faith that it's going to be really good eventually. Which, take that as you will. Should it be really good at launch? Probably. But the way that COD games are nowadays are not like that. Which is weird that we have to sacrifice like good content in order to have a more finished game product at the end of the game's life cycle. But it's better than having just a consistent bad game. Holy, that guy's tanking everything. And I don't know. I'm intrigued by the game, and the expectations are really low because the like actual devs are hyping it up so much that like nobody believes them, because from what they've played, it doesn't seem like the greatest COD game of all time, like they're essentially alluding to, which is weird that they're even trying to set those standards for themselves. Wait, I don't think that's fair for themselves to even do that. Like, why? You're just gonna hurt yourself in the long run. But like, I don't know if that's what they want to do. Go ahead, set those standards for yourself. It's not gonna be good. This guy won't die. What the heck? Like, brother, what the heck, man? Holy crap. I'm cooked. I'm cooked, chat. Well, like right now, like there's very few people actually playing MW3, let alone MWZ. And how did I just die there? That the game's cooked? I got my max ammo, but that's what I needed. But like, it's just like I said before, the COD community is just in limbo, you know? Nobody really knows what to be playing, what to be doing right now. If they should be excited, if they shouldn't, if they should just like give up on COD in general. Like a lot of people are just considering, well, this game doesn't look like what I want, so I'm just gonna stop playing COD in general. And a lot of people, just including myself, are like, if this COD game isn't what I want, I'm probably done with Call of Duty forever. At least until the next Treyarch game. But if this is what we're gonna come to believe, is that every Treyarch game is gonna be good and then they're just disappointing, we're just gonna lose the game. And you know, like, I think for a long time people have been saying, if you want the game to get better, don't buy it. And that's a completely fair point. I 100% agree. If you want the game to get better, don't push a ton of money into it. I think you can still buy the game, you know? I think that's a fair statement to say. Especially with it now being on Game Pass day one. I think you can say, well, you can still buy the game, but just don't buy all the excess stuff. Don't buy the battle pass unless like you literally already have COD points. Don't buy the gobblegum packs and everything that they're gonna put in the shop. Like, just don't support them doing the shit that's just terrible for the game. Because the only way that the game gets better is by getting rid of the stuff that's bad. And the only way they know stuff's bad is if sales are down. Because if sales just keep going up and up and up, then guess what? The game's going to continue being bad. But I believe Black Ops 6 is gonna be good. With so low of expectations, because of how high they hyped the expectations and then how low it seems to be received right now, it's gonna get them exactly what they want. Low expectations, which will make the game better. I don't know. Just wanted to talk a little about zombies and COD in general today, though. So, thanks so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like, sub, and comment down below if you enjoyed. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Deuces.